Hello everyone, today we are reviewing the MagFlow PC fan. First of all, let's get into the unboxing. So right off the bat, you can see that this fan won the 2022 Red Dot Reward as well as the Design Reward 2022. So the design highlight of this box is that the side is held together by magnet. So if you flip it open here, you can see the fan itself and then an overview of the features of the fan. So let's do the actual unboxing. So here it is, the fan itself and the accessories. So right out of the box, you can see that this fan is slightly different from other fans. One big thing is that there's no wire connected to it right off the bat. Instead, the power cable is actually provided separately. And as you can see, here's the power cable. And if the power cable is not long enough, there's an extension cable for you, just in case you need it. And then finally, there are 4 screws for you to install the fan into your PC.
Now let's talk about the features. A big feature of this fan is that the fan rotates on a fluid dynamic bearing. In simple terms, that just means that the fan is going to spin smoothly, it's going to spin quietly, and it's not going to die because it spins too much. It's very durable in that manner. As the name indicates, a big feature of this fan is the magnetic connectors. Now, the way that you supply power to this fan is through this magnetic connector, which you can just push on like this, quick and easy, and this will plug into your power source. Something else you can do with the magnetic connectors is, well, the magnetic connectors make it easier to install multiple fans. You know, as an example, if you want 2 fans and you have one over here and you have another one over here, and this one is linked up to power and this one is not, all you have to do is take this cable, the fan-to-fan connector, which is supplied in this box with 3 fans, and all you have to do is plug this one in, like so, and this one you plug in like so, and this one is powered, and this just makes it a lot easier if you want to have multiple fans. And if both your fans are side to side or on top of each other, there's a good feature where you can actually stick them together like this, and it's a good connection. You know, it won't fall apart. And having them together in this way makes it a lot easier to install on top of, let's say, a water cooling radiator, or on the side of a case where, you know, there's 3 fans for the aesthetic look. Or if you're doing hardcore gaming, it gets hot. So how does this differ from, let's say, a normal fan? Obviously, a fan like this, it might perform the same, but this has like this big dangly cable. It's always gonna be there, and it's not very modular. There's no cable, it's very modular. It's the exact same size, the width, length. This little part does stick out a little bit, the magnets and the pins, but it doesn't stick out enough to be like a big problem. It is heavier, but that's okay because it's not too much heavier, and it just makes it feel more sturdy, and this isn't gonna break too easy. It's very sturdy.
One of the most important features of this fan is that if you have multiple fans, the magnets have a daisy chain design so that you can connect them directly fan to fan. You can also connect them using a fan-to-fan connector wire, meaning you can power multiple fans using only one power cable and be able to place the fans in separate areas in your PC.
This makes it easier, faster, and simpler to install multiple fans in your PC for optimal cooling, while only needing one fan power port on your motherboard. Likewise, the ability to chain fans together makes it easy to install multiple fans onto a water cooling radiator.
So now let's go over the performance and the comparison between all 4 of these fans. So first up is the MagFlow from Seasonic, and it is listed on the box that the maximum fan speed is 2000 RPM, revolutions per minute, and the temperature, the minimum from 36 and the maximum to 66 degrees Celsius. Next up is the Noctua PPC, the industrial 3000 PWM, the maximum from 3000 RPM. And for the temperature, when we stress tested it, it ranged from 37 to 67 degrees Celsius. And third up is the P12 Redux 1700 PWM. For this one, it was listed as 1700 RPM. For the temperature, it ranged from 31 to 67 degrees Celsius. And lastly, we have the Noctua F12. It is listed as 1500 RPM with the minimum temperature as 37 degrees Celsius to 66 degrees Celsius. So when looking at the chart over here of the temperature, you can tell by the chart that even though they have different rotational speed, the MagFlow comes around the same temperature as the other fans. And even though the Noctua Industrial PPC has the highest revolutions per minute, the maximum temperature is 67 degrees compared to MagFlow's 66. And next we look at the listed airflow on the boxes and on their respective websites. First up, the MagFlow. It is listed as 107.6 cubic meters per hour for the airflow. For the industrial PPC, it is listed as 186.7 cubic meters per hour. And the Noctua Redux is listed at 120.2 cubic meters per hour, while the Noctua F12 is listed as 93.4 cubic meters per hour. Usually when using these fans for gaming, you would think about the acoustic noise that these fans would produce. First up, for the MagFlow, the acoustic noise ranges from 9.9 to 33.78 A-weighted decibels. And A-weighted decibels are basically decibels of human hearing. For the Noctua PPC, we have a maximum of 43.5 decibels. And for the Noctua Redux, we have the maximum at 25.1 decibels. And lastly, for the Noctua F12, we have a maximum at 22.4 decibels. To give a perspective on the acoustic noise and what the decibel percentages and numbers sound like, for the MagFlow, we said the maximum acoustic noise was 33.78 decibels. That is equivalent to in between a suburban area at night and a whisper, which is already pretty low. And for the Noctua PPC, which is this one, the acoustic noise maximum is at 43.5 decibels, which is closer to a household refrigerator. The Noctua Redux, the acoustic noise is listed at the maximum of 25.1 decibels. 25.1, which is equivalent to the whisper. And lastly, we have the Noctua F12, which is listed at 22.4 decibels for the acoustic noise. And that is equivalent to a quiet natural area with no wind. So when comparing all four fans and comparing the fan speed, acoustic noise, and airflow, to get the best of those worlds, I believe that the MagFlow and the Noctua Redux has the best equilibrium in between getting the best fan speed, the acoustic noise, and the airflow inside your PC.
Next up, let's go to the conclusion. For me, my favorite part about the Seasonic fan is its design. The use of magnet on the box and the fan makes it very unique and more convenient.
I think its construction is really good. It's really sturdy and it's aesthetically pleasing way more than these other fans. And I think that for the average buyer, if you were to get something solid like this, even though its performance may not be the best out of these four fans, it will definitely give you the peace of mind you have in your PC, and something sturdy like this, it's not going to break easily. And I think
I think that peace of mind is really, really important.
For me, from a buyer's perspective, I believe that functionality and performance is really important when I choose whether or not I want a specific fan in my PC. And I believe just overall performance, durability, and structure-wise, I believe that the MagFlow is a really good fan, and I would look forward to trying it in my own PC. And in the end, I'm a big fan.